Happy Pride Month! Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is JTH Books, and it's Pride Month, so I thought I'd come at you with some queer book recommendations, because that's what we need during Pride Month, okay? I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Didn't sound cool at all, did it? Nah, we move on. Well, first I want to talk about some books that are coming out in June for Pride Month, or are coming out, just come out, you know, a bit before, at the end of May, because June is the best time to support queer authors. I mean, we should be doing it all year round. I'm pleased to say that I do, but it's definitely important during Pride Month. And if you can get them from independent queer bookshops, that's even better. We've got quite a few in the UK. We've got Gaze the Word, we've got The Bookish Type, there's so many more. Queer Lit, Portal Bookshops, there's so many more. I'll leave them linked all down below. Obviously I know sometimes you can't get them from there, you get them from wherever, but as long as you're supporting and buying books, that's all that matters, you know? Or borrowing them from your library, it all helps. So yeah, so the first off, I'm going to show you some ones that have just come out. So first up, I haven't got my copy yet, because it comes out May 31st in the US, but in the UK it's not coming out until 7th of July. It's pre-ordered though, and that is A Little Bit Country by Brian D. Kennedy. I want to say that's his name. I pray that's right. If not, it will be there. This is young adult, two boys fall in love, and country music and Dolly Parton. That's all I need to know. Anything with Dolly Parton in, sold, 5-star read, done. So that's the first one. And then I've got some here. Only on the Weekends by Dean Atta. Written in verse, features poetry. It came out at the end of May. It's out everywhere. I've got the American cover, if I could find it somewhere. I know where it is. I was going to show you American hardback. Does anyone in America watch my videos? I sort of talk about you like you're there, but I have no idea. God, I wish I could find that book though. If I find... Oh. This is the American cover. Only on the Weekends. If You Change Your Mind by Robby Webber. Another YA. This is out now in America and it comes out June 7th in the UK. Super fun, super romantic, super sweet. Perfect summer rom-com. Sun, sea, sand. What more do you want? Out of the Blue by Jason June. Another YA book that's coming out. By the time this goes up, it will be out, I do believe. Look at that beautiful cover. Mer people. Who doesn't like mer people? Flip the Script by Lyla Lee. Sapphic Contemporary. K-dramas. If you love K-dramas, you're going to love this. Yeah, by the time this goes up, this is also out now. So definitely check this one out. Again, another beautiful cover. Such a pretty cover. So that's sort of the YA that's... Oh, no, one more. Café on Lychee by Emery Lee. And queer books have the best covers. I've said this before, and I'll say it again because I'm right. They just really, really do. Now I'm going to show you some adult books that have just come out. Just by Looking at Him by Ryan O'Connell. This should be out by the time it comes up. I think it comes out on the 7th. So yeah, it should be. This is hot. This is sexy. This talks about queer life as a disabled person and what it means to be disabled, and how that affects his life and his dreams. And it's really, really good. It is really, really good. A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall. Trans main character. I'm always looking for historical fiction. I always think I love it, but then I read it and I don't. But I did actually love this one. It was super romantic. Again, a little bit steamy, but I don't mind that. And yeah. If you're looking for queer historical fiction, I have a recommendation for you. It could be a series. I want it to be a series. I don't think it's going to be, but it should be. So I'm going to talk to you about just some queer books that I love, that if you haven't read, I really, really think you should. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few. And I'm going to show you some I haven't read, because even though I haven't read them, you might be interested in the synopsis or the title, or you might look them up yourselves and purchase one or borrow one, and I think that's amazing, and I think that's literally what BookTube is about, right? So even though I haven't read them, I am still going to show you, because if I've got them, I want to read them, and I'm looking forward to reading them. So yeah, let's go. So again, this is just a bunch of books. I hope you look them up. And what I'll do, I'll put them all back, and then I'll do like a slow pan down of the shelves. And then if you see any titles that intrigue you, you can look them up. That's probably my best idea, because... So first up, we have some non-fiction. We Can Do Better Than This. 35 Voices on the Future of LGBTQ plus rights. It is what it says on the tin. Essays from so many people. Well, 35, not so many, but 35. And yeah, I think if you're gonna, you might as well read about Pride history and Pride, the people of the community in the month. This one I haven't read, but I am very excited to. Indivisible by Daniel Aleman. Mateo Garcia and his younger sister Sophie have been taught to fear one word for as long as they can remember: deportation. Their worry about undocumented immigrant parents could be sent back to Mexico always lingered in the back of their minds. Even though Ma and Pa have been in the United States for a long time, they have American-born children, they're hard workers and good neighbours. When Mateo returns from school one day to find out that his parents have been taken to the ICE, he realises that his family's worst nightmare has become a reality. Hard hit, will be absolutely hard hitting, especially with everything going on right now. But Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. Sort of a gothic, sapphic book with an ending that I just thought was absolutely incredible. The Charm Offences by Alison Cochrun. The real love story behind the scenes. Yeah, a dating show, and really, really good. I think it's got some great mental health rep in it. Yeah, it was one of my favourites of last year. I think it's a bit hot if I remember, but I might not remember that right. The Secret Life of Albert Entwistle by Matt Cain. This is a like a later in life love story, it flashes back to when he was young, and then it shows him, so I think he's maybe retiring age, so like 60, 65. So it's, yeah, this is a really, really good one. Really sweet. I can't think what to say about it without giving the plot away. Just trust me, if you're looking for like a later in life one and, mixed timelines, this is it. Go for it. Here Again Now. I was looking at the TV. I've mentioned this one many, many times. One of my favourites of the year. This looks at masculinity and grief and what it means to be in love and what it means to be loved. Yeah, it's beautifully written. Oh, I've got my nose. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Okechukwu Nzelu is one of my favourite writers at the moment. I loved his first book as well, The Private Joys of Nana Maloney. So, I'm just waiting for them to bring the next book out, really. But that's not about that. But perfect read for Pride. Camp by L C Rosen, one of my favourite books. YA books, just books. I just absolutely love it. It's fun, it's got a good message. It's just, I love it. 16-year-old Randy Kappelhofer loves spending the summer at Camp Outland, a camp for queer tweens. What more do you need to know? Camp for queer teens. I needed that when I was young. You might need it now. Live vicariously through this book. Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. This is a historical fiction set in the 50s, if I'm right. Thumbs up. 1950s. This is about what it's like to be grown up as a Chinese American and in the 50s and with the Red Scare going on, and finding out what it means to be your queer and exploring that and exploring first love, and really, really brilliant. I didn't expect to love this one as much as I did, but I absolutely did. One of my favourites of the year. And there is a sequel coming out in October. So if you, which I can't think of the name of, I'll put the cover of the sequel up there and the name. So if you want to pre-order that, if that's your Pride Month thing for the month, go for it. All of My Friends Are Rich, a novel by Michael Sarais. Sarais? I think I said his name right. I should. He's my bloody good friend. He wrote this book. And it is beautiful. It is, made me cry. It's very steamy. Warning, very, very steamy. But it's got some great mental health representation in it. And I'll read you the blurb. This is it was self-published. He self-published himself. I know he worked so hard on it, and it's really... So I'll read you the synopsis, because it's a little bit underrated, this one. Orphan Leo Cotton has finally built a family, but the advent of bipolar depression wakes him from his dream life to reveal dark truths about the man he married. 1 year later, Leo is lost. Embarrassed by a dead-end job that barely pays the bills, he can't help but notice that those around him are enjoying success. When his closest friend Sarah asks him to be her best man, Leo reaches the last straw. How can he possibly afford these lavish festivities on his wages? A grinder chance encounter reveals that a shortcut to riches does exist. But in the end, this reckless route may cost him the loved one he aims to impress and welcome terrible danger. Leo's trip will take him far, and answers lie only within. Yeah, really incredible. Really enjoyed this one. Bit of an underrated gem. So if you're looking for something new that you maybe haven't heard of before, All of My Friends Are Rich. I speak about this one all the time because it's beautiful. The Black Flamingo by Atta. One of the best books ever written. Written in verse. Poetry throughout. Just beautiful. The perfect Pride Month read. I actually read this, not last Pride Month, but the Pride Month before, when I'd read something, hadn't read for a month, and I picked this up, restarted my love. And lastly, the transgender issue, An Argument for Justice by Shon Faye. You know, when I say queer in these videos, I mean everything, the whole community. I mean everyone in the whole community. That's, you know, the word that's the word I use for it. And there is no LGBT without the T. That's fine, in my opinion. Anything we can do to help trans people, even if it's just reading, learning, so we can help, so we can, you know, help. Shon Faye says, trans liberation for all. I couldn't agree more. So now I will do the slow thing down so you can get a good look at the shelves, and I hope you find something you like. Here's the slow pen down for you. Look at that, a whole shelf of queer books. This is my pride and joy, just to let you know. So I really hope you found some... I clapped my hands a lot on this channel, didn't I? I wouldn't do it again. I hope you found some queer books to love this month, and borrow or buy, or give to friends, or find a book that you think a friend would love or needs. So yeah, follow me if... No, I don't want to say that, ignore that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because there'll be more queer book recommendations throughout the year, because they keep bringing out new queer books. This sucker keeps buying them. Sucker, don't be nice, don't be harsh to yourself. That is the one lesson for problem. Don't be harsh to yourself. Violence is an act of comparison against the self. I don't know what happened to me there, but like, subscribe, and I'll see you all really soon.